Hello everybody and welcome back to X4, where we are finally about to get our Claytronics production online in our HQ. So that is fantastic. We're about 30 seconds away from that. I think we have all of the parts that we need. We just got a delivery of hull parts and that's what enabled this to continue. So hopefully, with any luck, I'm pretty sure that we're good to go though. 10 more seconds. Well, now 10. Okay, our Claytronics are going to be coming online in 4, 3, 2, 1, bam. Claytronics. Fantastic. So, we now have Claytronics production, and we are currently producing. We are producing at 104% efficiency due to our workforce, and we're going to take a look at how much more of all of these resources we're going to need to properly produce the optimal number of Claytronics, which I don't know how many that is. We also need to check what our optimal workforce is now that that's complete. Let's see. Optimal number of workers is now 2660, so we are definitely going to need to expand our habitation, but that is something that we are not going to do for a little while. So that's great. We've got our Claytronics in production, and I really like to see that. Now, it's going to be quite a while before this Claytronics production is also going. We still need another 4.6 million credits for that, and we're going to kind of stop funding this station for a little while, because what we really need to do is complete this mission. Now, we've already got the station at the location there. We have the dock area, and we are working on the refined metal production, and the solid and container storage capacity. Those are in progress literally as we speak. So let's open up the plan build over here. You can see that we are 3 minutes away from the container storage. I believe we've already finished the solid storage. Is that accurate? Yes, we have. We've already finished the solid storage, so all we need here is the container storage, and I don't know how long it takes to produce these refined metals. Or rather, to actually build the module. That's probably going to be somewhere on the order of 10 minutes. So we may not actually get this done quite this episode, but we are definitely making solid progress. Now that we can export Claytronics from our HQ, that is a huge, huge deal. Of course, we're going to need to optimize all of this so that we have the correct amounts being produced. So that's going to be a thing. But our first Claytronics production is going to be done in about 12 minutes. Time until resources are depleted is 1 hour and 12 minutes, but that's just because we were at our storage capacity. It's going to be replaced in time. Like, we already replaced the antimatter cells that we used. It's fine. Not concerned about that. In fact, our antimatter cell production is maybe a little on the high end, but we're going to have to figure out exactly how this is going to play out. And the workforce efficiency is going to make that slightly awkward. But like I said, we're not going to worry about that just yet. So, what are we going to do now? Well, we could sit here and just watch this timer tick down, but that's not very interesting, is it? We should probably find something else to do. Now, I would actually like to work on our funding for this station. I'm not going to put any more funding into the construction for this station until we get our payout from the Argon Federation. But we can just grab some money out of that station's account, hop into the Argon Prime factory, and bam, something like that. That gets us most of the way towards this construction. And we do have Claytronics hull parts and energy cells coming in, so that is ideal. Fantastic. So our container storage will be finishing up momentarily. And then, what does this actually take? 36 Claytronics, 73 energy cells, and 135 hull parts. That is not much. We're going to be able to get our first refined metal production online this episode, I'm pretty sure. The question is how long it takes to build to determine if we finish this contract this episode or next episode. That's the real question there. If we take a look at the logical station overview, of course, we are producing refined metals and graphene. And then we are going to be, over here, combining those with energy cells into hull parts. And that's basically the entire logical station overview here. Now, we have no workers here. That's fine. We expect that. Oh, that took a little bit to load in the map. I've been noticing that lately. It's kind of interesting. It does like a progressive load of the map. Okay, so this is going to be a minute and a half on the cross-connection structure. The real question, again, is how long this refined metal production takes to build. We'll find that out. But for right now, I want to check and see if we have any halfway decent missions we can do. Whereabouts unknown. What do we need to do here? Find a tagged ship, and fly to the tagged ship.
I could count on you.
That should be a nice time killer that makes us a little bit of money. We only have 5 minutes to find it. Okay. Well, let's go.
Autopilot engaged.
It's in Hatikva's choice. We should be fast enough to get there in time in this particular craft. While we're flying to Hatikva's choice, we will hop down over here and just check in on this. About 30 seconds left on this cross-connection structure. And then we'll be able to check to see how long it takes to build that refined metals to determine if we're going to be able to get our payout from the Argon Federation this episode, or next episode, or not at all because they're a bunch of cheapskates. One or the other. It will be one of those. I'm pretty sure the Argon Federation will pay us. Well, we've got 4.5 minutes at this point. Hello, there's one of our miners. Okay. Here we are in Hatikva's choice.
Entering system. Hatikva's choice.
So we're going to need to leave the highway in 300 kilometers. Actually, I'm going to leave the autopilot.
Engaged.
No, I'm not going to leave the autopilot engaged. Because the autopilot has some difficulty leaving the highway. I'll leave the highway manually, and then we'll check on how long that building is going to take. Okay. Where are we supposed to go? Up over here? Okay. Oops. No, I don't want to exit to desktop. In fact, I should probably save this. It's been a while. I hate to do that on camera because saving it takes quite a while, but I should probably do that since we're going out and doing something and I haven't saved in like 8 hours. That would be a shame to lose all of this progress. So we're going to save this real quick. I should really do that before I start every episode in the future. I do save after every episode, but I should be doing both. So that is a change that I'm going to make. Look how long this takes. These save files are like 500 megs, so it makes sense. Okay, anytime you want to finish saving now, that would be good. There we go. Okay, so I wanted to check in on how long it's going to take to build this refined metal production. 15 minutes each. Okay. Yeah, it's not quite gonna fit into this episode then. So we will definitely get that contract completed next episode. Well, off we go to Hatikva's Choice 3. We've got 3 minutes left to find this tagged ship. And it's about 80 kilometers away. We should, in theory, be able to get there. Hopefully, they're not going to ambush us. But this is a very easy mission. So in theory, this should just be a time filler that pays us 55,000 credits.
Autopilot disengaged.
This asteroid field is a little spooky. Okay, let's drop out of travel mode. Oh, now we have a whole lot longer
Unknown zone.
to find it. We have 13 hours, 46 minutes to find this thing now. Okay. Well, we'll just keep charging after it. This asteroid field is definitely a little creepy. We haven't been up here before, though, so this actually gives us some interesting information. We haven't done a whole lot of exploration. We've been mostly content with just the big loop there at the beginning. And we should probably do some exploration. We just received a payment for 7,000? It's interesting. Well, hopefully the autopilot doesn't crash us into an asteroid. That would be awkward. Well, let's check in over here quick. Okay, we are 11 minutes away from the refined metal production, and at the GE headquarters, we are working on Claytronics production in theory, but look at how many hull parts we need. 10,000 hull parts, 3,000 Claytronics, almost 6,000 energy cells. That's a lot. We're not focusing on that right now, though. We have one Claytronics production facility, and for now, that's good. So hopefully we'll be able to find this ship relatively quickly. Last time we were doing something along these lines, it took a little while to find the smuggler ship, but our engines have been upgraded since then, and insufficient funds at the GE headquarters? Really? Yeah, fair enough.
Autopilot.
Okay, autopilot, please don't.
You won't last long.
This guy's digging through our shields about as quickly as we're getting through his. I'm not a huge fan of this. Okay, we're actually winning this now. He's not through our shields yet. He's definitely a lot faster than we are, but we're beating him. Our shields are regenning right now. Yeah, that's what I thought. What's he got? Extended fuel container. Okay. Well, we managed to actually win a dogfight. I'm a little surprised about that. Let's see what else we can find. I'm not worried about this other fight that's happening over this way. They're not hostile to us, so it's fine. How far away is this? A decent amount. Okay. So we're now at 22 opinion with the Tuladi company. Oh, and by the way, they are still under attack over here. I looked it up. Apparently they will rebuild this station and the faction rep will move if it gets destroyed, so that's fine. We got 10,000 credits for beating up that guy. Is this the ship in question? No. Okay.
Autopilot. Autopilot. Engaged.
I don't know why autopilot turned off there. I did not turn it off. But that's okay. We'll fly over here, see what we can find. There's no M over here, so that's fine. We took 0 hull damage in that fight, by the way. Our shields were never broken. I'm pretty okay with that. Especially considering this ship is pretty garbage, realistically. We should probably get a better one, but I've been so focused on construction for right now. Okay, next location.
Autopilot. Disengaged.
Autopilot, what are you doing?
Autopilot. Empty space.
The autopilot seems to be slightly confused. Let's check in quick on our GE headquarters funding level. We can grab a little bit out of that, and yeah, I know that they said that they had insufficient funds. We're just kind of stealing money from them to build this ore refinery right now. Let's see, this refined metal production is still going. We're going to toss that money in over here. Excellent. And what else do we have over here? There is an M over here. They may attack us.
M.
I guess we'll see.
Autopilot.
Autopilot, what are you doing? Is he coming after us? No, he's going after these guys up over here. We can actually go help them, though. We'll enter travel mode to get caught up.
M.
There's another M over here. This one's actually a little more damaged. We'll go after this guy first.
I'll wipe you out.
Okay, let's kill this guy.
That's just not good enough.
Yep, you're gonna do that.
I won't let you get away with that.
Let's see, the one that we have targeted is over here. We should be able to take this guy down. The real question is, can we get the second one too? But it looks like we can. We do have help, of course. Okay. Let's see about collecting this salvage. Did we get it? I think I kind of went between them. Where's the other M at? I don't know, but that had 29 Majiglit, whatever that is. That had another extended fuel container. I don't see the other M on the radar, so we are just gonna bail. I think it might have gotten blown up, or it may have bailed as well. So let's head on over. There's a fair number of M in this region.
Empty space.
This is about 30 kilometers, actually 20 kilometers away. That's fine.
Autopilot.
Okay, autopilot, you're not very good at this.
Empty space.
Okay, we'll go ahead and autopilot this because I do want to check in on our stations quickly on the way. We're about 4 minutes away from our first refined metal production over here. We have the goods, I'm pretty sure, to produce our second refined metal production, or we will once this is finished. So that's good. Let's check. Whoa. We were very zoomed in on that. Okay. Let's check in on our GE headquarters here. Okay, that looks fine. And then, of course, as far as the planned builds go, all we've got left is the Claytronics production. So that's great. Oh, did we complete that mission?
Autopilot. Disengaged.
We may have completed the mission. Yes, we completed the mission. Fantastic. Let's set a course back to the Argonne shipyard.
Autopilot. Engaged.
And off we go. Well, that was mildly exciting, I guess. And we should be very, very close, yeah, about 3 minutes, to getting our first refined metal production. And that does mean that we should actually be seeing some level of income from the, or rather some level of activity from the drill, right? Or very close to it. Our solid storage is complete, right? I'm pretty sure.
Entering. Take class choice 1.
Yeah, our solid storage is complete. As soon as this is done, then that will create a demand at the station for ore, and then the drill will begin its mining. As it is, it's currently free mining and not really doing much of anything, I suspect. Yeah, it's not really doing much of anything, and that's going to be the case with the Sunder as well for a little while, until we get our liquid storage completed here, which is, of course, here in the list. Our liquid storage would get completed, and then we would also need to get our graphene production done, which is relatively cheap. It's just going to take some time. So that's when those will start coming online. We're also going to need to get at least one ship.
Autopilot engaged.
Can you,
Entering system. Second contact.
can you not turn yourself off, autopilot? Thanks. That'd be great. Okay. Let's just get ourselves onto this superhighway. There we go. I don't know why the autopilot turns itself off at random times, but whatever. It seems to have difficulties navigating the superhighway for whatever reason. Well, we will just leave the highway right about now.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay. Excellent. And there's the shipyard. So we'll dock up over here, and by the time that happens, we should have our first refined metals production finishing up. In fact, that's in about 15 seconds. So that'll be before we even get there. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. Refined metal production is complete. It's beginning work on the other one. That's actually 14 minutes, not 15, but it's definitely not quite going to finish this episode. I do want to check. Yep, this is not yet complete because we need 2x refined metals. Everything else should be good to go there, and that should also mean that this drill is now set to actually mine properly. It's still set to auto mine. We may need to check the logical overview here and go into the ore. Let's see, there's an automatic buy amount in. Yeah, I know there's not enough resources for construction. I think it's because we need some amount of money in the station account. Let's check that real quick. We'll just toss in a little bit of money. And you can see that we are now buying energy cells, as well as some level of ore. So if we check the logical overview here... Yeah, the drill has a wear reservation at this point. Fantastic. So now if we check the drill, we should see auto mining ore. Perfect. The Sunder isn't really doing anything right now, but that will change. Okay, so we need to dock up with this guy.
Argon shipyard. Docking granted.
By the way, I don't think I ever mentioned it. The hotkey that I'm using to request docking is Shift D. So if you're not aware of that, it's a super handy shortcut. Just move up over this way. Excellent. Oh, that's a bit of a lag spike that always happens as we're approaching the Argon shipyard. I'm not sure entirely why, but there we go. Docking computer will take over from there.
Successfully docked.
Excellent. Of course, we need 4.5 million credits. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm an honor to have anywhere. We need 4.5 million credits in order to actually be able to make hull parts. To be able to make the ability to make hull parts, more specifically. But that's not going to happen this episode. However, next episode, it actually is going to happen. So that's going to be great. It is about time to put a cut in here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to come back right before this refined metal production finishes so that we can complete our contract and collect our almost 5 million credits from the Argon Federation. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.